Welcome to Lost Creatures Codex channel. Here are basic infos about several interesting extinct creatures. Oxalia was a giant meat-eating dinosaur from Brazil that lived about 100 million years ago. It was part of the Spinosaur family with a super long crocodile-like snout full of cone-shaped teeth, perfect for catching slippery fish. Scientists think it could grow up to 14 meters long, about the size of a city bus. Oxalia may have spent a lot of time in the water, hunting fish, and maybe even other animals along the riverbanks. Even though we only know it from a few bones, it was one of the biggest predators in South America. Velociraptor was a pterosaur that lived about 125 million years ago during the early Cretaceous in what is now China. It had a wingspan of around 3 to 4 meters, 10 to 13 feet, and was easily recognized by its long upturned snout and toothless beak tip, followed by strong flat teeth in the back of its mouth, perfect for crushing the shells of clams, snails, and other hard-shelled prey. Its sturdy wings and robust body suggest it was well adapted for soaring along coastlines and riverbanks, where it likely hunted for food both on land and in shallow waters. Velociraptor rangiformis was a colossal and ornate horned dinosaur that roamed subtropical swamps and floodplains along the eastern edge of Laramidia around 78 million years ago during the late Cretaceous. Measuring approximately 6.7 meters long and weighing around 5 metric tons, it's one of the largest centrosaurines ever discovered. What truly sets it apart are the enormous blade-like frill horns, the largest ever seen on a horned dinosaur, paired with asymmetrical spikes on its frill, earning it the name that translates to Loki's horned face that looks like a caribou. These headgear-like ornaments were likely used for display, possibly for attracting mates or species recognition, rather than defense. Its discovery, alongside 4 other horned dinosaurs in the same rock layer, highlights an unexpected and vibrant ecological diversity in that region during the late Cretaceous. Velociraptor was a long-necked, plant-eating dinosaur that lived about 190 million years ago during the early Jurassic in what is now China. It could grow up to 6 meters long and walked on 2 or 4 legs, using its strong hind limbs for speed when needed. With its long neck and leaf-shaped teeth, Velociraptor was perfect for browsing plants, and it's one of the earliest known large herbivorous dinosaurs. Fossils of Velociraptor are especially important because they help scientists understand how early sauropodomorphs evolved into the giant sauropods of later periods. Psittacosaurus was a small, plant-eating dinosaur that lived about 100 to 120 million years ago during the early Cretaceous. Its name means parrot lizard because it had a short beak-like snout that looked a bit like a parrot's beak, which it used to bite plants. Psittacosaurus was only about 2 meters long and walked on 2 legs, though it could sometimes use all 4. Fossils show that some species had bristle-like structures on their tails, kind of like quills, which may have been used for display or protection. Scientists have found many well-preserved fossils of Psittacosaurus, making it one of the best-studied dinosaurs. We even know what its skin and pigments might have looked like. Tylosaurus was one of the largest mosasaurs, a group of giant marine reptiles that ruled the seas during the late Cretaceous, about 85 to 80 million years ago. Growing up to 12 to 14 meters, 40 to 46 feet long, it had a long, streamlined body, powerful tail, and flippers that made it a fast and agile predator. Its name means knob lizard, referring to the bony protrusion at the tip of its snout, which it may have used to ram or stun prey. Tylosaurus hunted fish, sharks, squid, and even other marine reptiles, making it the top predator of its time in the shallow seas that covered much of North America. Subscribe for more content like this. See ya!